afternoon everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Living Lldv, and to all my subscribers, thank you very much. And anybody else, any new subscribers, or if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, it's all free. Welcome to you all. So we're down the allotment. It's a chilly Saturday the 23rd. It's about 3 o'clock at the moment, so I'm dying to get down to try and do a bit, but the rain keeps coming. It's been a really wet few months, and although I have been doing some bits and pieces, another problem I've had is I've lost one of my GoPros, and this one is having problems with the SD card, and I'm not quite sure what was going on with it, but there we are. So hopefully I've sorted that out. Oh, there it comes, nice bit of warm sunshine. Right, so yeah, I thought we'd just do a little bit of a catch-up. This may be quite a long film, unfortunately, so let's do a bit of a catch-up and a bit of work, hopefully. So right, just going to turn the camera around. So we'll start at the top. Not quite sure where we left off. Obviously it was a metal shed here originally. That's now disappeared since, and I'll explain my plans for that. I've now installed one of these IBC containers, so I've cut down the paving slabs and installed, flattened it out, leveled it out. So this is actually chock-a-block now. Good. So I am considering putting another one of those in the corner here, because there is another spare one going down there. So that's that. And then, not quite sure what I'm going to do. I may move all these blue containers, get rid of some, and who knows. I would like to put a small greenhouse in the corner here as well at some point, but yeah, it's going to be tricky to try and work out the space. Anyway, so we'll start at the top. These have been in a while now, my garlic. These have been in a while, and these markers in between, I've put parsnip seeds in there, so hopefully we'll get some parsnips at the end of this year. And this bed, I don't know if you can see broad beans, and they're coming up slowly. So there's broad beans. I'll be back with you in a minute. Where were we? So broad beans here. So I've prepped these two beds now. Lime and homemade compost on top. And these will take my main crop onions, reds and whites, or whites and reds, whichever way around. This has all been done now. For my runner beans. So that's them. Another bed of broad beans coming up, and these markers are for my brassicas, because it seemed to work last time for me, so there's no reason not to do it again. When the brassica plants are ready for transplanting, I'll put them in where those stakes are, these markers rather, and then before they get too mature, the plants, obviously the broad bean plants will be finished and chopped down. So I've installed I managed to find some second-hand decking. So I've made a bed here for my strawberries, which I've transplanted from over there. And I say before excuse me, I've got rid of one bed of asparagus. I've transplanted those over to my back garden, but obviously I've still got plenty here. Bit of space here at the moment. What else have we got here? So as you can see, I've dug this patch over, transplanted a rhubarb crown up here, but it's not coming up yet, so I'm not sure if it's taken. Anyway, as you see, I've dug it over. Curly kale now has gone to seed, or going to seed. So, but next year I'm not planning to plant as many of these. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 at the most will be more than enough for my needs, because it just keeps growing, as you can see. Then we have so this patch this one is my second early potatoes. Still haven't been able to get hold of some mushroom spawn, which is I'd like to try and plant some under this grass to see if I can grow mushrooms. And this is my first earlies. I've put my first earlies in now, so they're planted in here. How many rows have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, I believe. Yeah, 5 rows of first early potatoes. Pentland Javelin, I think they're called. And the second earlies will be Charlotte variety. So, although I've said before that, you know, I try and practice a no-dig system as best I can, I just can't do it with potatoes. It's simply, I just don't have enough compost. You know, so, you know, I dig that. And also, as you can see, oh, sorry about the wind, I've dug this over and I've dug all that over simply because I'm resetting everything. I dug all that over at some point. So I'm resetting everything, and from now on, again, it'll be a no-dig system. So I'm just trying to rationalise everything in respect of, you know, the chance that these fruit bushes will be moved. And if the rhubarb I've transplanted comes, I can take that one out because I won't need it all. So yeah, slowly getting there. So what I thought today, to try and, because I've just uncovered this, had plastic on here, so I just uncovered it. I'm going to rake all this material off, put that in the compost. I'm going to dig up these dandelion roots around here. So that's the plan I'm going to do shortly. Probably time-lapse that for you. Compost bin is going to be moved up here around here somewhere, and some of these blue barrels as well. But if I get the other IBC up here, I won't need as many blue barrels. I'll just use the water from there. Yeah. Anyway, but again, it's all dependent on space. It's really, yeah. So obviously you can see now I've put these poles in around my broad beans. That's simply to run string around for when I need to stop the plants falling over, basically. New poles going in for my runner beans, or Bolotti beans on that stretch, and these will be runner beans. And I say mostly I collect the seed to eat then for my stews. So I think that's about caught up now, I think. Yeah. So in those bags I've got some alpaca manure. I've put some on here and just letting it weather in. That's about it. So let's pause for a minute and then I shall set up and you can watch me do some time lapse on that. Bye for now. Excuse me. Okay, so that's the worst of it out as far as I can work out. There may be one or two I've missed, but as the weather warms up, they'll poke their heads up and I'll dig it through. Now, as I say, this patch all the way down to there, I'm going to plant up with ryegrass, let it go to seed, because I'm going to collect the seed and see if I can make my own rye flour and rye bread eventually, because I've got the grinder now for grinding the flour. This bed I've only just fixed in place, so I just need to take out these odd lumps, whatever they are, so it's on a level playing field. That'll be that sorted. So I'm not going to dig this area over. All I shall do, I mean, not now, but I'll just wait for the weather to warm up and the ground to dry out, and I'll just go over it with a wolf tool just to break up the surface, get it to a reasonable tilth, and then I shall put the ryegrass in that. It's because it doesn't need to be dug over. It's, you know, the ground's quite clear. Right, so that's about it as far as I can work out. Although it's sunny, it's very chilly over here today. Yeah. So now I'm gonna have to be for my life, because what is that there? Oh, I thought that was a dandelion leaf. Never mind. I have to be for my life, because once the asparagus starts coming through, the slugs will be on it. So I'll probably have to move that plastic out the way, because the slugs will be living under there. But hopefully that'll kill off the surface as much as possible. That'll be a path eventually anyway. Right, so once again, many apologies for the lack of filming. Things have crept away from me without me realising it on the whole. Yeah. Anyway, so that'll do for now. I think I may have a bit of film on my mobile phone as well, hopefully, but the problem with that is it doesn't work on my GoPro editing suite, so I have to find another way of editing it out and showing that footage. So I think we'll call it a day now. I've done what I needed to do, which is to get the dandelions up. There's a little bit of weed here, but that weed comes out quite easily anyway with a little hand fork. Yeah, that'll do for now, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.